Ever wondered what it's like to be the longest member of the weasel family and have no serious natural predators, except humans? Welcome to the world of the giant otter, a remarkable mammal that calls South America home. This carnivorous creature stands out not just for its extraordinary length, making it the longest member of the weasel family, but also for its distinctive morphological and behavioral attributes. The giant otter is a sociable being, living in close-knit family groups and communicating through a variety of vocalizations, each as unique as the otter itself. But don't let its sociable nature fool you. The giant otter is a strict carnivore, with a diet that primarily consists of fish, but occasionally includes crustaceans and small reptiles. Its length, combined with its social nature and carnivorous diet, sets the giant otter apart in the animal kingdom. It's a creature that thrives in the diverse water habitats of South America, and yet remains an enigma to many. Now, aren't you curious to know more about these fascinating creatures? Imagine being perfectly adapted for a life in water, hunting with a streamlined body, webbed feet, and a long tail. This is the daily reality for the giant otter, a creature that has honed its skills to become a master of aquatic survival. Their bodies are designed for speed and agility, cutting through the water with the grace of a torpedo. Their webbed feet, not just cute accessories, are powerful paddles that propel them through their watery world. The long tail serves as a rudder, guiding them with precision as they chase down their prey. And what's on the menu, you ask? Well, these carnivorous connoisseurs have a taste for fish, but they're not opposed to a side of crustaceans or even the occasional small reptile. It's a diet that requires skill and agility to catch, but for the giant otter, it's just another day in their underwater kingdom. Life in water never seems so thrilling, right? What if your existence was threatened by habitat loss, pollution, and illegal hunting? Picture the life of a giant otter, a 6-foot-long freshwater species that calls the rivers of South America home. These majestic creatures, the longest members of the weasel family, are facing a harsh reality. Their habitats are shrinking, their water homes are becoming polluted, and they are hunted illegally by humans. Habitat loss is a significant challenge. As rivers are dammed for hydroelectric projects, forests are cut down for agriculture, and wetlands are drained for urban development, the giant otters are losing their homes. They rely heavily on these habitats for survival, from catching their favorite meals of fish and crustaceans to digging their dens for protection. Then there's pollution. The rivers they inhabit are becoming increasingly contaminated with industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and oil spills. These pollutants not only affect the water quality but also the prey that the giant otters feed on, leading to severe health problems and even death. Lastly, we have illegal hunting. Despite the ban on fur trade, these creatures are still hunted for their beautiful, dense fur. This adds yet another layer to the myriad of threats these otters face daily. These factors have led to the giant otter being classified as endangered by the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Their population, once abundant in the rivers of South America, is now dwindling. The survival of these otters hangs in a delicate balance, with their existence threatened at every turn. Survival, as they say, is the real Game of Thrones. When the going gets tough, the tough get going, and so do conservation efforts for our giant otters. In a world where humans are often the biggest threat to wildlife, there are those who rise to the challenge, striving to protect and conserve these magnificent creatures. The plight of the giant otters has not gone unnoticed, and a host of conservation measures have been put in place to secure their future. The fur trade, once a major cause of the decline in giant otter populations, has been significantly curtailed through international bans. This has provided a much-needed respite for the species, reducing the human-induced threats they face. But it's not just about reducing threats. Active measures are also being taken to bolster the giant otter populations. Captive breeding programs have been initiated across their native range, creating safe havens where these otters can thrive away from the dangers that lurk in their natural habitats. These programs are not just about increasing numbers but also about educating people on the importance of these creatures and their role in the ecosystem. These efforts, however, are not a one-and-done solution. Conservation is an ongoing process, requiring continuous effort and vigilance. Each success story, each otter that survives and thrives thanks to these efforts, is a testament to the power of conservation. In the grand scheme of things, the giant otters are but a small thread in the intricate tapestry of life on Earth. But each thread is vital, contributing to the overall picture of biodiversity. The survival of the giant otters is not just about them, but about maintaining the balance of nature as a whole. So the next time you come across the term conservation, remember the giant otters and their fight for survival.